Hello. Can I just ask you about the news of today? I'm really sorry. Just stop you as you come straight through the door. How does it feel to be his best man?
It feels great. I'm thrilled and delighted, obviously.
How did he ask?
Revenge is sweet, Rihanna. Revenge is sweet. I'll be looking forward to it.
He's known for months.
Prince William, how about the name of the baby?
I'm working on that. We'll know soon.
Thank you, all of you, for being here with us tonight, but especially warm welcome to their Royal Highnesses, the Duke of Cambridge and Prince Harry, who, as you know, have one or two other special events on at the moment. We're very kind of them to be here with us today, and congratulations to them both. We're going to start by showing a short film about Greenhouse. Then after that, I'm going to say a few words and then pass on to the inspiration behind this building, Michael Sherwood, who's he in turn will be followed by Kadra. I don't know where Kadra is. Kadra, you're hiding there. You can come on. Yeah. And Kadra is a Greenhouse participant who's been involved on Coach Core, which is the coach apprentice program that was set up by the Royal Foundation of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and Prince Harry. And we were very lucky to be involved right from the start, and Kadra is one of the participants. So she's going to say a few words. Then their Royal Highnesses are going to cut the ribbon, and then unfortunately they have to leave. But there's still a bit of action going on, because there's going to be a table tennis demonstration going on afterwards, and we're going to have Matthew Syed, who's one of our founding fathers and somebody who used to be the England table tennis #1 for 10 years. He's probably clapping himself. And of course, he's an award-winning Times journalist, and he'll be saying, I'm playing, there he is, well, he was clapping. And he'll be playing against Darius Knight. And we're very proud to have Darius here, because Darius was probably our first table tennis participant. And Gideon is here, and he was the coach, and really thrilled to have them here. So do stick around afterwards and watch it. But first of all, we're going to just start with just a little video on Greenhouse.
Playing sport, it doesn't matter what it is, I think it brings people together. People win together, they lose together, you go ups and downs, really get to feel each other's emotions. So I think sport helps to bring people closer.
We work in schools all across London. The schools are seen as schools that maybe aren't doing as well, or there's some social deprivation in those areas. Parents are out trying to work and make a living, and maybe they don't have as much time for their young people, and that's where our role is really important.
If you live in a community that's a disadvantaged community, then your life chances are less. And you see that in terms of educational outcomes, you see that in health outcomes, you see that across a whole range of issues.
I first got involved by coming to after school club. From there, kind of fell in love with the sport. Ever since then, I've just been progressing and trying to get better.
I've met a lot of friends that I think I'll keep for a very long time.
The benefit we have as being coaches based in schools means that we can also get feedback from their teachers and their peers. We continue that support network a little bit further and make it a little bit wider. So it means the young people really get a really good solid base from the time they arrive at the schools until the time
They can't tell other people.
Whether it's to do with basketball or table tennis, or whether it's to do with life in general, whatever question I have, they're always there.
Greenhouse helped me so much. They taught me about working hard, determination, grit.
Seeing the smiles on the young people's faces when you teach them a new skill, or they're just participating for the first time, I get a real sense of achievement by seeing that.
The most enjoyable thing is seeing the progression. You know, when they first start maybe being not so great at self-reflection, not so great at self-discipline, and just seeing a person start to grow and become a young human being.
Greenhouse Centre, massively exciting for us. What we'll have is a centre that will sit at the heart of the charity.
Location of Greenhouse Centre is fantastic because it's got primary schools, it's got a women's refuge. It seems to be right in the heart of the community.
We have a homework room where they're allowed to come and study and maybe get some additional support after school or on the weekends. We also have a breakout room where we're going to be able to stream live sports.
Not necessarily to go to table tennis or basketball or whatever sport we do, but to go on and actually achieve something and get a good job that they like doing is probably the most valuable thing.
It's not the lack of ability that holds a young person back, it's the lack of opportunity. And what we're all about is creating those opportunities for those young people to achieve their full potential.
I've just learned to be a better person in general, in terms of discipline, in terms of being a role model, in terms of leadership. That's one of the things I'm most proud of.
So I hope that film demonstrated a little bit about the various activities we do, because we do a lot more than table tennis, as you can see. There was some judo going on earlier. We do a lot of basketball. Basketball is probably our biggest program, and tennis and various other things in progress at Greenhouse over the last 15 years. And we now run programs every day in 50 secondary and special needs schools in and around London. So there's a lot going on. And when I mean all day, I mean every day, all day. So we do, programs both in term time and holiday time. So there's a lot going on, working with a lot of people. But we're also really, really proud of all the coaches. You've met some of them here, and we're very proud of the high quality coaches that we have. And they are not only just coaching and mentoring, but they're helping very much develop the social and educational skills as much as the sporting prowess of the children. So it's very important. But in order to make this happen, we have to rely on you. So thank you so much to all of you for being so supportive for so long. It makes a real difference, and basically, thank you for being. I'd like to specifically mention one person, if I may, and that is my good friend Jeff Berman. I don't know where he is. I don't know if he's here. Where is he? There he is, Jeff. Who has been chairman of Greenhouse for a long time and just recently stepped down, and he's done an incredible job, if nothing else, putting up with me. So thank you, Jeff. But it was at a trustee meeting a few years ago that Mike Sherwood came up with this idea of buying our own building. He felt that even though we worked in so many schools and did such a good job in all those schools, he wanted a flagship building, somewhere where we could get the young people from all our various programs to come here and to work along in this place along with the local community. It is an extraordinary dream, and I don't know, say a crazy, crazy dream that he's made happen. Tonight is the result of many, many years of hard work and lots of money. And I'd like to him because he has been incredible. He's been involved with Greenhouse right from the start. He's been involved in so many ways, but he dedicates so much time as well as money. So let me pass you on to him.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you, Michael. Let me also add my thanks to their Royal Highnesses, the Duke of Cambridge and Prince Harry, for being here today to officially open the Greenhouse Centre. We have had a long collaboration with the Royal Foundation, 5 or 6 years now, through the Coach Corps programme, and we really appreciate both of your personal involvement today. And I'm sure it's extremely busy and an exciting time for both of you. And let me just take a minute to wish Prince William congratulations on your new son, and Prince Harry. And Prince Harry, we wish you good luck on your forthcoming marriage. So please, thank you to the royal family for coming. Greenhouse and the Greenhouse Centre have been a very long journey for me. My dad started table tennis for kids almost 20 years ago with a few £1,000s, hoping to get some kids off the streets, to give them a chance in life and provide them with aspirational goals. We merged table tennis for kids with Greenhouse in about 2002, so 16 years ago. And at that point, I found one of the most driven, passionate, and inspirational leaders in Michael DiGiorgio. We live in an era where, unfortunately, sports and community centres are being closed and developed into offices and residential accommodation. Today, here in Marylebone, we're delighted to be reversing that trend. The Greenhouse Centre will be open to all, not only to all of our kids that have been in Greenhouse programs, but also as a community centre for everyone in the vicinity, including all the local schools that are in great need of these sorts of facilities. There will be no shortage of people who are able to benefit from this space. Greenhouse offices, which are in the rooms at the front of the building, will also permanently reside here. This is the first time that our administrative offices will be co-located with some of our programs. We have great confidence in John Herriman, our new CEO, and his excellent team that they will get the most out of this centre. This centre has come at some cost. While we're indebted to some and many official institutions, to Sport England, to the London Marathon Trust, to Table Tennis England, to the People's Postcode Lottery and to Westminster Council, We remain roughly 90% privately funded, and I have to say that's a significant challenge every year. I am truly thankful to so many of my friends and colleagues that have supported me in this endeavor. We have received over 60 large donations, of which more than half were greater than £100,000. It is truly humbling, the support that we've had from all of you. I'm particularly thankful to Goldman Sachs Gives, through which many individual partners have supported this project, as well as a special mention to Hans and Julia Rousing. Everybody's support has been truly invaluable. I am really excited that this centre, now fully owned by Greenhouse, is completely paid for, including all the painstaking restoration work done over the last 4 years. I would like to thank everyone involved with this renovation. Our building team, our centre committee, our trustee board. We have literally nursed this project since Christmas 2013, when on a crazy night we bought this building in an auction. If there is a more attractive community sports centre with better health and safety standards and excellent disabled access, and I know because we've paid for all of that, so people need to use it, I'm yet to see one. It is our sincere hope as trustees of Greenhouse that this centre will become a sanctuary for kids to come and play sports, do homework, listen to a speaker, and genuinely have better opportunities in life. We continue to raise funds for programs for one reason only, so that we can ensure the most possible participants can use this facility in perpetuity. We are acutely conscious that with this new centre comes new responsibilities for our charity. I want to thank you all again for your incredible support, and with that, I'd like to introduce you to Kadra Ahmed, who's going to share her story. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike, and thank you for having me this evening. My name is Kadra, and I'm originally from South East London, but moved to Tower Hamlets when I was 11 years old. At school, I wasn't exactly what you call a role model. My behavior was up and down, and I got into a lot of trouble. I was unnecessarily loud and pretty much got up to no good. This made me stand out. Most of the other girls in my school were quiet, so the teachers didn't really know what to do with me. Looking back, I think the problem was I wasn't making the right decisions. Sports was always something that I was drawn to, but before Greenhouse Sports started at my school, we weren't given much of an opportunity. When Coach Mo first came to our school, he wasn't yet with Greenhouse Sports, so we only had a few volleyball sessions every now and then. Volleyball wasn't a sport that I was good at, but I liked it. The sports intrigued me. Currently, the girls have a fantastic opportunity with Coach Mo and Greenhouse Sports full-time, having training sessions 3 to 4 times a week. Amazing. Mo is a driven coach, and he gives the students an interested. Mo is a driven coach, and he keeps the students interested in wanting to take part. Most of the participants are comfortable because Mo is present at the school, and he has an approachable manner. This allows him to understand their individual needs, and he helps them to become better athletes and better people. Coach Mo helped me in this way. When I met him, he didn't make me feel like I need to fit into someone else's idea of what I should be. He placed me as a captain of the team, and I think that he saw being loud and talkative was actually an asset, and that I should be a leader. After I left school, I kept in touch with Mo, and he advised me to come back to volunteer with the Greenhouse Sports program, where I got everything from a different perspective, the coach's perspective. I saw the transformation in the girls when they were on court, and I believe sports disciplines you. And I've learned when you put in hard work, you see results. And I know all the I know all the lessons sports taught me, and I wanted to help others. I'm thankful to have worked with Mo, both as a player and now as an apprentice coach. I've learned a lot from him. After I volunteered for a year, I applied for the Royal Foundation Coach Corps Apprenticeship, and now I'm completing my Level 2 qualification. Working at Greenhouse Sports, training with Coach Mo, and taking part in Coach Corps has made me realize that I'm going in the right direction. I have the skills and confidence to help me succeed. In September, I'm going to the University of East London to study sports exercise science, hopefully. I can envision the path that I would like to go on, and that's thanks to Greenhouse Sports, my coach, and Coach Core. I'm grateful for everyone here who has given the time and funds to make this possible. Thank you so much for your support.
So, I think, Prince Harry, you want to say a few words, and then... That is my word. That was my speech.
Thank you for that, as I stare down at these beautiful gold scissors. Wow, what a place for young people to be able to come and play sport. Absolutely fantastic. I think another round of applause for you guys for putting this all together. There's so much to say, but all I will say is that it seems as though there's a lot of people outside of these walls that doesn't understand the true impact that a place like this can have on a whole generation. And as already mentioned, there's far too many youth centres being closed down all around the country, but specifically in London. And I know how much it cost you, and I know it was over budget, but this is without question money well spent, and the impact that it has on young people, mentors, young people with lived experiences, able to therefore mentor and help the younger generation through some pretty difficult times, I think says it all really. So on that note, my brother and I are now going to cut our first ribbon together.
Unfortunately, the Royal Highnesses have to leave, but we are now going to, after they leave, have our table tennis demonstration. So can we just thank them very much for being here?